Greetings once again, pirates on the high sea. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with another episode of One Piece, where previous Shaka ended up explaining to Sanji's group about how it was a group of giants, very familiar giant, led by Haruden, who had recovered the books from Ohara that all the researchers, at the cost of their lives, made sure were preserved in a nearby lake outside of the tree of Ohara. When Dr. Vegapunk was going there in order to mourn the loss of Professor Clover, he met with Dragon, and it was the Ohara incident that had spurred Dragon on into creating the Revolutionary Army out of what was previously known as the Freedom Fighters. He even, more or less, confirmed for Robin that Saul was none other than alive, and was the reason so much of Ohara's work was able to be saved, something that brought Robin to tears. But unlike the previous time that Robin teared up, the rest of the Straw Hats understood that these were tears of joy. Meanwhile, at the scrapyard, Bonnie tried to kill Vegapunk with his lightsaber invention, but thanks to the fact that it is essentially a massive bug zapper, Bonnie was stunned into submission by a massive horde of bugs. But Vegapunk was very hesitant to actually explain to Bonnie why he turned Kuma into a robot, taking away Kuma's free will. At the same time, CP0 is making its way to Egghead, as they have encountered the Sea dangers at the doorstep of Egghead, and it's still very hard to tell if Vegapunk is friend or foe. Despite the various wonderful things that he's done, we've also encountered a variety of dangers because of Vegapunk. So what'll happen next? Join me as I find out, won't you? The eccentric dream of a genius attacks Sacred Mary Joa. Once it wakes up, it's gonna be big trouble. I can't wait. Oh god, just Bonnie's butt in the shot here. The anime is so egregious, I swear. I don't know what's more wrong. Me for constantly noticing it, or them for constantly putting it in frame. Is it a deadly weapon? Scrap heap, Fabriophage, Egghead. In addition, it was built 900 years ago. What? No way. It's a little hard to believe, despite everything else you've heard. Oh, so you're quite something. How do you attack? How did you attack them? Did you shoot laser beams? Pretty sure I can't answer you, Luffy. Hey, let me see it, Romanovsky. Oh god! I love how he just casually increased the size of his hand. You're hitting it too much, you'll break it. I love that transition. The rainbow of heart. What did the Iron Giant attack Mary Joa for? About that. Why does he keep doing that? It makes me think of Crocus back at Reverse Mountain, where he'd constantly be doing those shots where we'd zoom in on his eyes, but then he'd have nothing really of importance to say. I don't know what it wanted. What? Ooh, dude, the shot. See, this kind of makes it seem like it was underneath Mary Joa the whole time. But then again, even in terms of the anime, how would it get so close with no one noticing? I heard it ran out of power, so no damage was done. But it must have been quite a surprise to the scientists of that time, because that advanced technology was so out of place. I love how Vegapunk's tongue flaps in the wind. Because that advanced technology was so out of place. And even surprising now after 200 years. I think it's better if it just stays asleep. Luffy doesn't think so. After all, no one knows where this Iron Giant came from and what it was trying to do. Yeah, we still don't know that in terms of the manga. The world government ordered its complete destruction, of course, but the curiosity of scientists would not let that happen. So here it is, passed down to the present day. It's actually shocking that something managed to survive for that long, considering what had happened. Even the government doesn't know it's here. There's a lot of things the government doesn't know about Egghead. Oh god, what's he gonna do now? Hey, don't you fix it? I want to make it my own robot and operate it. I love this. Don't be a fool. Again with that transition. Anyway, I'm surprised you made it here. The entrance to this place must have looked like just a wall from the town. Oh yeah, what they passed through. Luffy vanished. I was in a hurry and senile at the time. We wandered in here while our brains were feeble. Sorry to hear that. 200 years ago. That year, fishermen were granted right. Yeah. That year, the kingdom of Ryugu affiliated with the world government. That's right. And was allowed to participate in the reverie. The robot attacked the celestial dragon. I wonder who was behind it. If you're raided by that giant, there would be no way to stop it. I still can't believe it. Are you saying this humongous robot climbed the red line? It would seem so. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. From the perspective of the manga, I believe that, but the way the anime showed it, and while the anime isn't always spot on with a lot of the things it shows, there have been plenty of times that Oda has outright given the anime extra knowledge, and that very much looked like it rose out of the red line. Is this gonna be like Attack on Titan? Is there something sealed within the red line? I wonder. If you look closely, this robot looks like the one that carried us here. Yeah, Vega Force 01 was modeled after this Iron Giant. I mean, the similarities aren't that on point, if I'm being honest. The relation to the Frankie Shogun or General Frankie is a little bit more apropos, but there was something I couldn't replicate, even with my scientific capability, something that even you, a genius scientist, can't replicate. It's the power source. The power source? There was some power in the past that defies the common knowledge of the world today. Yeah. Even with our scientific technology, we can't replicate that Iron Giant perfectly. Yeah, frustrating. It's shameful. I'm glad that Luffy and the others are okay, but who's that girl? That's Jewelry Bonnie, a pirate. Wait a minute. I thought it was a little girl that we found at sea. And look at Vegapunk's head. Is Bonnie okay? I think she'll wake up soon. Yeah. Sanji identified Bonnie as a little girl. She was a little girl at the time. Kuma. I feel really bad for Bonnie. You should, old man. Get down on your knees. You don't know a damn thing. There is something I have to give to her. By the way, Straw Hat Luffy, I feel it was fate that brought you here today. Fate? Oh, I need you to take me away from Egghead, Quasar. Let me board your ship, Straw Hat Luffy. Get me the F out of here. There's danger afoot. CP0. What are they? The Sea Beast. God, they look a little silly, but I would not want to F with that. Sea Beast weapons. They're like the gatekeepers of Egghead. They're about to gate you in the keep. Prepare to fire at any moment. Yes, sir. I love how that one has a bowler hat on. This is Cypherpole. Allow us to enter the port of Egghead. Respond. This is Cypherpole. Oh no. Allow us to enter the port of Egghead. Fire. Oof. What badly trained pet. There was a sighting of Jewelry Bonnie headed to Egghead. She escaped reportedly. What a nuisance. She is no longer of use to us, right? We'll eliminate her once we see her. Shaka, there's a government ship. The government? They want us to let them enter the port. It's not good to have pirates here. Of course not. We don't want to get caught either. Furthermore, for some reason they have CP0. I mean Rob Lucci on the ship. What? Lucci? Yep. It's a big old reunion. Man, anybody who saw Enies Lobby. And that was my entry point to One Piece proper. Because when I was starting to read the manga, they were at Enies Lobby. I was actually spoiled on Frankie joining because Oda had done a cover page where Frankie was with the Straw Hat. But it was during the point where Luffy was just entering Enies Lobby. So there was no information about Frankie joining. And people were just like, so did Oda just confirm Frankie's the next Straw Hat? Sure enough. And I remember 2006. Computer lab at my school, I would go and watch episodes of One Piece, and I kept thinking I was behind, not realizing that no, I was actually up to date. For the longest time I kept thinking, like, no, I had to have been behind. But then I think about the date, I'm like, no, I was watching the episodes as they were coming out. At least when they were being translated and put out to us. Friggin' wild. So, Enies Lobby has a special place in my heart. Why are you panicking? We can just turn them in. Rob Lucci is an assassin, right? Why would you say that with them present? I swear to God, Lila. Hey, release my feet now. No, I don't like him. Didn't he quit? Stop it. Let me go. Stop it. Let me go. Don't let him in. Stop it. Lucci, that bastard. I'll fight him. It's funny because Frankie got his ass kicked by Lucci the previous time they went up against each other. But Frankie just like, I'll throw hands at him anytime I damn well please. Robin, don't worry. I'll protect you as many times as I have to. Aw, thank you. Shaka. Hey, he's Shaka the Good. Pythagoras, tell the ship to leave the Seraphim and go. What? Prepare to intercept. We'll deny the world government's request to enter. Yeah, that's rare that you're willing to fight. Yeah, it's because he knows what they're here for. Also, Lilith's out. Got those eyes. Oh, hey. Oh, Kuma's on the move. Kamabaka Queendom. Kuma, you should not move. You're still under repair. Dragon, Kuma is acting strange. Kuma, what's wrong? Oh, he's out. Is he still being manipulated by the Navy? Oh god. Yeah, he's outie. Kuma, where are you going? You're not even fully healed yet. Oh, what's going on? I don't know. It was out of the blue. He should have lost all sense of himself by now. Oh, and there he goes. Kuma, come back. What happened, Kuma? Where are you going? Jeez. Kuma! Nope, stay here. The Revolutionary Army's battle is just beginning. Wait. Kuma! Nope, he's off. And just like that, he's gone. Where has he gone? I'll give you 2 guesses. Kuma. Man, pretty far in for the interlude. So many moving parts. I love it. And because this is the anime, even when the manga had slow chapters, there was always an exciting chapter right after. So, every part's gonna be so dramatic. Oh god. The Rob Lucci Dendemushi. Cypherpole, thank you for returning the Seraphim. We deny your request. Please leave the Seraphim and go. Esper can come home on its own from there. Please excuse the business-like response necessitated by our busy schedule. Please order Esper to return. And with that, your mission is complete. Thank you for your work. Whoa, don't be so cold. Did they catch on? Oh yeah, it was a long trip. Let us have a cup of tea on the island. Kaku's there literally for his personality. It's cold too. Navy Branch G14 is nearby. Please go there to relax. Oh come on, how can you be so cold, G? Are you Dr. Vegapunk? Yes. The disappearances at Egghead ring a bell with you, don't they? Nope. What's that? Who disappeared? 2 months ago. One Cypherpole number 5 ship. A month ago, Cypherpole number 7. 2 weeks ago, Cypherpole number 8. Not a single government ship that has visited Egghead in the past 2 months has returned. Why? And they're all shocked. Is that true? That shouldn't be. Our records confirm that all ships have departed. Hey, what are you talking about? Do you suspect we're messing with Cypherpole? Screw you. Look, don't be so aggressive. I'll let you in, so why don't you look through? Don't do that either. Let go of me. You have nothing to do with it. Please leave. Okay. I got it. Clack. Nothing you say seems to help. What should we do, Lucci? We have no choice. The mystery deepens. Missing Cypherpole agents? What's that about? Take you away from here? Why? This is your lab, right? That's right. This is the island where the future is created. I've used all the facilities I want, extracted a lot of money from the government for research, and continue my research as I please. Egghead is amazing, isn't it? Even now, ideas are flowing, and I can't stop them. There are so many ideas that time, number of hands, and funds are still not enough. Are you gonna make something more awesome? Do you guys want to see it? I do. I'm gonna change the future with my own hand, Dr. Vegapunk. And what are you gonna make? Tell us. Alright, with science, I want to make a world like this someday. A world where energy is provided to everyone free of charge. God, that is a dream. You don't seem to understand much. Are you gonna give everyone something? It sure would be great if that could happen. The resources that produce energy are always the seeds of war as countries fight over them. Yep, resources. That's right, how stupid people are. Oh, energy. You can feel it. It's here, there, and everywhere. The world is full of energy. I love these visuals. And we can convert it into tangible power. We can eliminate one cause of war from the world. Jeez. God, the visuals going crazy. I'm sure science can get us there someday. What a dreamer. You don't seem interested. No, anyone who tries to make everyone happy is admirable. I'm not interested in becoming a hero myself, though, he said, having rescued countless numbers of people. Now, why do you want to get out of here? The thing is, the more I try to create the energy I seek, the closer I get to the power source, the ancient energy that powered that ancient mechanical soldier. And my nature as a scientist makes me want to take a peek at it. I wonder what I would learn when I unravel the forbidden history. Yeah, in the process of carrying on my friend's will, I went deeper and deeper into it. Yeah. Oh, destruction. That's how I went too deeply into the forbidden history. The government's gonna eliminate me just like O'Hara. Yep, you learned what you shouldn't have, Vegapunk. We're on the cusp of the most interesting parts. Nothing too overtly of note, though. Lots of good elements, understanding Vegapunk a little bit more, seeing that he's an idealist, he's a dreamer, common rationality that would tell you don't do this, it could have negative repercussions, is overridden by his need to just make things better. He sees a problem, he sees a solution, bada bing, bada boom. It's funny. He's very much like Luffy in that way. Whereas, Luffy always goes for the straightforward solution, which is usually violence. Vegapunk goes for the straightforward solution, which is science. But in the process, he doesn't understand that some things are taboo, some things could get you killed, some things in the hands of other people could be dangerous. He only sees the good that could happen, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just naive. Oh, I love hearing this song in the background. I'm glad they ended up using it for the anime. Dive into the sea of information. The Punk Records Library. Hi, I'm Lilith, one of the satellites of Dr. Vegapunk the Genius Scientist. I'm Edison, also Vegapunk. Today we'll introduce this one, Emporio Ivanko. He's the ruler of the Kamabaka Queendom and the captain of the Revolutionary Army Grand Line Forces. He has the Hormo Fruit, power user who can manipulate people's hormones and alter their body. He was born on January 8th. He likes grilled organ meat. Ew. When he was being held at impelled down, he secretly created New Kamaland, built an army, and waited for the time to rise in revolt. There he met Straw Hat Luffy, who showed up to rescue Ace. Ivankov healed Luffy, who had been exposed to a deadly poison. Ivankov is an officer in the Revolutionary Army, so when he found out that Luffy is their chief commander, Dragon's son, his eyes popped out. And in the Paramount War he took part in, after escaping the prison, he feverishly protected Luffy again from Akainu of the Navy. Keep your hands off of Straw Hat Boy. On returning to Kamabaka Queendom, he met Sanji, who had been sent there by Bartholomew Kuma. We'll say, I feel like this is one of those moments where Sanji should be telling some of this story, but then again, Sanji didn't know some of this. They had a good relationship despite their bickering. Ivankov is a compassionate person. Let's see what he'll accomplish as a member of the Revolutionary Army. That's it for today. Now that you've seen it, donate to our research fund. Try to shill just like a YouTuber. See you next time. Oh man, I can't wait for some of the animation we're going to see in a little bit. It's going to be so good. I mean, the animation already is at some of the best it's ever been. I'm glad that they continue on with a lot of what we've seen in terms of Wano, and I've even seen that they still keep bringing in outside sources and stuff. So, the One Piece animators, the team behind it, understand that, look, the stuff you did previously for the likes of Dressrosa and Whole Cake, not the worst, but we could be seeing a lot better, especially because Oda leaves a lot of room for extra stuff to be interpreted. He tends to cram a lot in any given chapter, and especially in terms of Egghead, there is a lot of opportunities for filler content that can also still apply to actual canon material. So I hope we keep that going. But let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. What do you think of the dreams of Vegapunk? Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you later. Till then, bye-bye.